What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria. I am coming to you guys live from my car, and in this video we are going to be talking about how to just rise up and break the cycle, how not to be a product of your environment, how to use your why in life to motivate other people but also to motivate yourself, and how to ultimately boss up on your own. So if you're new here, hi, welcome to the channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. We talk about beauty, fashion, business, lifestyle, travels, vlogs, hauls, self-care, all of that, evolving, becoming, all of that. So if you guys know anything about me, I am very much so a girl who literally loves like the evolution of who I'm becoming. Never desired to be anyone other than myself. I'm very much so happy with the God-given talents that I have, very much so happy with the woman I'm becoming. So I am enthralled about evolving. I'm enthralled about becoming. I'm enthralled about all of the things that I'm supposed to be enthralled about. So when I say your why in life, many of you are probably like, what do you mean my why in life? What does that mean? So on my channel, I basically don't like to just come on here with the expectation that every topic I talk about, you guys are just already hip to. Some people are, you know, new to some of these terms, and some of you are very, you know, well adversed with these different terms and these different concepts that are in life. So let's talk about the why. Your why is your reason of existence. Your why is your reason of being. It is your purpose. It is your passion. That is what your why is basically answering. So just like in school, when your teacher asks you to write a paper and she wants to know who, when, where, why, what, all of that stuff, the why part is what I'm referring to. Why, you know, are you doing what you're doing? Why do you want to become successful? Why do you want to start that family and make sure that it's with a healthy relationship? Why do you want the things? What is your reason for going? And some of you may be thinking, well, what do you mean my reason? Your reason could be, I lost my parents. I didn't have my parents growing up. I lost a mother. My father was never in my life. You could literally have a why as to being my kids. You know, I'm a single parent. Your why could be your kids. Your why could be, oh, I was told that I would be nothing greater than my product. I would be a product of my environment and I would never rise above it, and I would be a dropout. I would have multiple kids and I will never be successful. Your why could literally be so many things, and I can't tell you if your why is right, and I can't tell you if your why is wrong. Your why is something that is personal to you, and that is going to be your driving force for why you do what you do. It's going to be very hard to be successful at what you're passionate about, what your purpose is in this life, if you haven't discovered the purpose and you haven't discovered the why. Your why is something that literally will keep you going. When you feel like quitting, you're going to remember, why? Why am I doing this? Why is all this getting up early? Why is this frustration over becoming successful? Why is all of this happening? And in the end of the day, that is all coming from the simple fact that you have a reason for going. You have a reason for being. So if I can encourage you guys to do anything today after watching this video or during this video, grab a notepad. There's many videos I watch and I grab a notepad. The title in itself sometimes can just lure me into thinking, wow, this is talking about how to boss up. This is talking about business. Let me grab a notepad. Now, granted, there's people who are going to talk about topics that you are well knowledgeable about. But there may be a different perspective that you can gain from it. There may be something that they're going to mention that you didn't even know, or maybe you need to go ahead and enlighten yourself a bit more. So grab a notepad. Don't be afraid to grab a notepad and a pen when you're watching this. I mean, y'all be grabbing the controller to play a video game while you're on the phone, so I don't understand what's the difference. So your why is going to be something that is literally going to carry you in this life. So you're going to want to make sure you know your why, which also leads me into your purpose, which I'm not saying these in any specific order, but if you know your purpose, you'll also understand your why. So maybe you will need to discover your purpose before you can understand your why. And there may be people who understand why and don't understand purpose. Maybe it takes, that's why I feel like you can go back and forth with the two. You don't necessarily have to I don't want to say you need to know your purpose before you can discover your why, but I also don't want to say you need to know your why before you discover your purpose, because either way, you can literally know that your purpose is serving. You can know that your purpose is like community driven. You can know all of these things, and then that leads you into discovering your why. Or you can be an individual who then discovers your why, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I know I have my kids. I know I'm a single parent. I know I have to, and I'm just throwing out scenarios because I'm not a single parent. I don't have kids. But your why, you could be like, you know, oh, I'm, you know, I have my kids, so I have to take care of my kids. I have to do X, Y, and Z. That's your why. And then in taking care of your kids, you can discover your purpose. Like, oh, wow, I really do like being a mom. So maybe I want to go be a teacher. And that may roll you into your purpose. So I'm not going to say which one to put first, but know your purpose and know your why. And if you don't know one or the other, start working on figuring it out. And if you do know one or the other, start to connect the dots as to how does this connect with this to be able to yield you the results, to yield you what it is that you are basically aiming to understand. So another thing, when it comes down to breaking cycles and it comes down to just being the better version of yourself, you have to will it in your mind that you want to change. Like, be the change that you want to see in the world. It's one thing to speak on change, is another thing to actually be the change. So on your quest to discovery, on your quest to becoming greater, on your quest to becoming the better version of yourself, make sure that you're discovering your why. Make sure that you're understanding that in order to be who you are, you're going to need to know your purpose, your why. People say, oh, how do you wake up so early in the morning? Why are you up so late, but you still are able to be up late, wake up early? How do you do it? Well, the answer is key. It's the key answer to all of that is, I know my purpose and I know my why. Therefore, my passion wakes me. So now we've had why, we talked about, we've had purpose, and now we're talking about passion. When you happen to be passionate about something, it doesn't necessarily mean it is your purpose. But if you've discovered your purpose and then you find that you are passionate, then it only goes hand in hand with one another. It's almost like you have your purpose as the head company, and then you have the passion as a subsidiary, and they both work together. They both go together. So you have parent company, and then you have the subsidiary, which is what falls underneath, categorized or whatever, you know. So in the end of the day, if you're able to discover your purpose, your passion, your why, that's already going to put you ahead of the game. Those are things that you don't need to go spend money to do. Those are things that you don't have to go read a book to find. Those are things that you could search within yourself that cost you $0 to be able to discover what is your why and who are you and what are you doing, why you're doing what you're doing. On your quest to becoming great, it is definitely not going to be easy. It's not going to be for the faint heart. You're going to have to work, and you're going to have to work hard. So if you want to be successful, you're going to have to will it in your mind that you will be successful, and then act on that, follow up with that, become that, do that. Because in the end of the day, if that's not what you're pushing for, that's not what's happening. Y'all know when I'm doing things, y'all know I bring my one notebook. I've got the other one that I talk about the ideas, and I got the one that a lot can happen in the year, and then I also have my agenda. So by having all of these things, you can keep going. By having all of these things, it aids me in the growth of who I'm becoming. I couldn't even imagine, you know, just being anywhere and not being prepared to take notes somewhere in my phone, on my, you know, that's why it's important for me to either have my notebooks. I'm not pressed about my phone all the time, but I do happen to have business that's going to come through the phone. So I'm going to have to, you know, answer the phone. But becoming the best version of yourself starts with you. It starts with your routine. It starts with your why. It starts with the things that you have going on. I can't tell you what those things are. I can't sit here and say, oh, if you do X, Y, and Z, this is going to put you here. This is going to make you feel this way. This is going to put you here. Da, 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 da. I can't do all that. But what I can tell you is the better version of yourself is ready to be shown to the world. So you need to get started. You need to do what you need to do to boss up and be who you need to be. Because in the end of the day, the world needs you. And You don't know how much the world needs you until you start putting yourself first. Putting yourself first in the things that you do. You might not do media. You might not do YouTube. You might not do Instagram. You might not do Facebook. That does not mean that the world does not need you. There's a thing that they have in business, in marketing. It's called business. In business, it's called indirect marketing. Indirect marketing is maybe online. Reaching people through an online portal. Reaching people through an online platform. Direct marketing, which to me is the best marketing, is face-to-face contact, interaction. So you don't have to be, I know people make it like, oh, well, does this person have to be on media? You do not have to be on media to make an impact, make a difference. I find that if I can impact at least one person a day, your girl is on doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's literally fulfilling her purpose. Now, obviously, my goal is always to impact multiple people, but if I can impact at least one person in a day, I have already done great work. So that's why with my platforms, when I'm seeing the increase of my followers and I'm seeing the increase of, you know, my YouTube, my Instagram, it's not the numbers that excite me because, oh, I look famous. You know how many souls I can reach? You know how many people I can make a difference in their life by just putting out certain content? My motivational quotes, by being able to get on YouTube and influence you guys in the way of talking about bossing up, becoming that girl, breaking family cycles, showing y'all different fashion, how to rock affordable, sustainable fashion. When I'm telling y'all about sustainable, affordable fashion, to some people that might be like, oh, that does look cute for a bargain. I can save some money. But to the girl or to the guy who's watching my channel who that's all they can afford, showing them that you can afford, you can thrift, you can go to these stores and you can get affordable luxury at $5 and $7 and $10 brand new. Yes, like I said, that's a category that could be like, oh, wow, I can look nice and be at that price point. You can. But you know what else? You can also... somebody might also be in, like I said, in a situation where that's all they can afford is $5 clothes. So I feel good when I'm able to talk about my luxury stuff and I'm also able to talk about my affordable. I feel like my channel is not only a one-stop shop, but my channel is for all people. And because of that, I feel like no soul is going to be left behind. And when I say that, it's like I'm not that you can't sit with me type of middle school drama where it was like, oh, we're too good, you can't sit with us. How, you know that drama? You can sit with me. You can sit with me. I'm real, I'm raw, I'm uncut, you know what I mean? And in the end of the day, that's how you have to be. I can literally be a well-known figure and I'm still going to be the person who has a heart. Give my shirt off my back for the next person. Hand out goodie bags to the homeless just because. That's within me. That's me following my purpose, my passion. And it's so great to discover that before you blossom into who you're going to become. Media, you can go to sleep tonight and tomorrow wake up and be literally viral. That's the world we live in, a viral sensation. But just because somebody goes to sleep not viral and then wakes up viral does not change their heart. Whether you have 5 followers or you have 5 million followers, it all boils down to what are you doing with that? I wouldn't want 1 million followers and can't make a difference. I wouldn't want 1 million followers and be leading people just astray. I would want to be able to let people know that you too can be successful. You too are beautiful. You too are these things. I want to uplift. So you have to set yourself apart. It's okay not to follow the crowd. It's okay to be different. You know what I mean? You were made to stand out, not fit in. So stand out. Breaking cycles to people who know what you got to do. You know that folding isn't an option. People say, oh, just give it a break. Oh, you're so busy. Oh, you're just putting in so much work. Maybe you should just take a break. Take a break where? Because if you know that you are breaking cycles and if you know your story, oh, you can't fold. You never have an opportunity to fold. You never have an opportunity to truly rest because you're constantly proving to yourself that you can and will be all that you are to be. The stigmas that were placed on my life throughout these years, I have overcome. Every last one of the stigmas that were placed on my life at an early age, I've overcome. And I still continue to keep going. You know why? Because that's not the end of it. That's not the end of my purpose, my passion, my all of that. That's not the end of that. So I keep going. And I'm not going to prove anybody wrong, which I've already done. I'm going because I recognize my purpose, my passion, my why in life. And that's not going to let me stop. I'm going to keep going until I'm better. I'm going to keep going until I'm greater. So whoever's watching my video today, whether you're an entrepreneur or you work your 9 to 5 and you just feel like things haven't been looking up, they'll be looking up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being motivated. Keep being willing to break the cycles. I appreciate the struggle. You have to appreciate your struggles. You have to appreciate when you're down. Right now, I've had the craziest weeks. Not gonna lie. Lack of sleep and a whole array of things, okay? An array of things. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to let those things hold me back. I'm not going to let those things keep me from being great. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing everything because I already know my life has purpose. I already know that my life literally has meaning. I'm adding my beauty drops, y'all, as I'm talking. Y'all know I haven't put any into my drink, hold on, today, so I'm just going to put some in here now. But yeah, my passion is what wakes me. My purpose is what wakes me. That's what gets me going. So in the end of the day, you gotta keep that motivation. Every day won't be roses. You won't be motivated every day. If anybody ever tells you that you're gonna be motivated every day, that is a lie. Survey said that is a lie. You will not be motivated every day. But if you're disciplined and you're consistent, you literally will get results. As I always say, it's impossible not to get results if you exert energy and effort. So if you're out here and you're putting your best foot forward, you're out here, you're working hard and you're doing the things that you need to do to be successful, it is impossible. It is impossible for you not to make any type of growth or any type of improvement or have any results. You can't continue to work towards something and nothing come out of it. Might not come out as much as you want at the moment. It's all dependent upon how much you're giving. If you give 1% to your personal endeavors every day and you give 99% to those businesses, and I'm referring to entrepreneurs right now, and everybody's not an entrepreneur, but I'm referring to entrepreneurs, you have to give that same energy that you go to bust your butt for that other person's business, the same energy for yourself. Bet on yourself. And that's why a lot of my videos, I'm going to be doing more videos that speaks on these topics, because it's true. You have to bet on yourself. It's things that I believe. It's things that I manifest. And there's things that I'm the type of person where the only reason I won't get something is because I haven't tried. Because I'm going to get it when I put my effort. And that's just in the most humble way, respectfully. But if you're sitting here and you're not believing in yourself, then you can go ahead and expect not to reach your goals. So I would definitely say my window is starting to do that craziness where it just jumps up and down. I'm not sure why it does that, but you're gonna have to be willing to bet on yourself. If you don't bet on yourself, then who's gonna bet on you? Because they're already counting you out. So do you want to continue to get counted out, or do you not? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I need to go check out this place across the street, and I've been sitting here for a while. I do want to go ahead and post another video right now as I'm sitting here, so I might do that, but I also think that I might go ahead and just go ahead. Why is my... So make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope this video touched on some topics of discovering your why and how to break cycles and stuff like that in your family. I'm going to make another video that's going to talk about breaking cycles, things you could be doing, and my tips and stuff like that alongside of this video. So make sure you guys stay tuned, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.